Man, beef in the MK1 community is flying out here. One tweet from me got the #1 Scorpion player in the world, and one of the best Sub-Zero players in the world. I say one of because Sub-Zero is so bad, I don't know who actually competes with him in tournament. But yes, it's MKJavier and Sikander. And I even saw that MKJavier and Mike Trelinsky will probably be running a beef set. I saw this clip from Mike.
Javier, I am calling you out to a rematch right now. You started this beef, you started it, so I gotta finish it. If I beat Javier, I will officially be the best Scorpion on Mortal Kombat.
And then we saw where this was coming from, stemming from these. So it's just getting crazy out here. Everybody is challenging everyone. Sikander posted this tweet just talking about Scorpion being as broken as Homelander and Kenshi. And the second part of the tweet references people saying that Sikander ducks MKJavier and that he just doesn't want to fight Scorpion at all, win or lose. Now, I replied Duckander, and this was really just a joke. I'm pretty sure I stole this, and Sikander definitely knows this. He just replied, Diff, stay out of this before I wash you up. Many of you don't know this, but back during lockdown and stuff like that, I would watch Sikander streams while just chilling at home. I mean, I have this beautiful super chat from 2022 that I sent. We were once united by common ground. But I sent one or two other replies like this one to another guy telling me I'd get beat, and I put my phone down and walked away. Yeah, I came back and things were going absolutely insane in this thread. It started with willing to fight Diff, who is a Scorpion player but not Javier, and Sikander replied, I'll fight them both with Quan, I don't care. Javier ends up showing up under my tweet saying, let's do first to 10 $500 sponsored by Team Panther, and Sikander said he was in. I thought with this reply from Javier, we might lose the opportunity at this set because the money wasn't quite yet available, but Sikander just said, run it right now then, forget the money in Panther. And just like that, we had okay, MKJavier, MK, invite me. Scorpion versus Quan, first to 10. So many different people replying and giving their take. But Sikander is adamant. Scorp, don't get my main, everyone else does. Cry about it. There is a long-standing beef between Javier and Sikander. This goes as far back to the start of summer when there was going to be a Scorpion versus Sub-Zero tournament, but again, these two didn't want to play each other. But then today is Sunday. I usually don't get on Twitter on Sundays because I'm doing a bunch of stuff out and about, and I also don't usually play much MK on Sundays, so again, I just wasn't looking at Twitter. I didn't see any notifications, but it's in the evening now, and I wanted to play some MK because I realized I'd been playing on an Xbox controller wrong this whole time. The default way to block is the right trigger, but do you see how much give there is before it actually activates? It's a huge amount of length. Somebody left a comment that said, I swear Diff doesn't use his right bumper for block, which makes so much sense. It instantly activates block. So I've just been getting the muscle memory down as I switch over to the bumper. I don't know how I hadn't already done that. And while waiting for a match, I open up Twitter, and here is a call out from Sikander himself this morning, and it was just a joke. Oh no. Oh gosh. So he's from the UK, and I'm from North America. It would be like 3 a.m. I'm pretty sure if I were to just hit him back up right now, being like, yeah, let's play. But I am interested in running this set, although I really do want to go against his Sub-Zero, and maybe if Sub-Zero gets buffs with Chaos Reigns, he might be cool with it. Whether it's Quan or Raiden, it feels a little anticlimactic. As an old Sikander viewer, I feel like at the very least, it should be either Raiden or Noob Saibot, and maybe I'm just being a little baby, but fighting against Quan is just not fun. So now I am public enemy #1 of Sub-Zero players. I'm being challenged by Sikander, who is very good, and I'm not even getting to play against his main, so that would suck if I lost like 7-0. And we got the Javier versus Sikander set, which we're going to react to some of it right now, and then I'm going to deep dive if I feel a need and just react to it in general. If you want to see the whole set, make sure to check out MKJavier's channel. It's on there right now. I don't want to steal like the entire thing. Hey, even if you're here to hate watch me, subscribe to the channel right now. If me and Sikander end up playing, I'll have the set posted on my channel. Win or lose, I do not care. Proof I haven't watched the whole thing. This is my progress bar for the video, and this thumbnail is absolutely wild, by the way. So off rip, Sikander starts with Quan Chi, which is pretty interesting. This matchup, it's not that Quan Chi is favored in it, it's just these characters play into each other really weird. See, like with the armor portal out, it's so tough. How long does that thing last? Farah mix, we love to see it. Overall, a clean first round start for Javier, especially with the patience before the amplified portal came out, just sitting there blocking. Crazy that tracks Scorpion's teleport like that. It does get you out of the armor trap, but oh, that's such lucky timing. And a whiff. That's a great shimmy. If Sikander timed that microduck on Javier's stand 2 a little better, it would have worked. The Farah mind games, man. I don't know if Javier wanted that necessarily, but the patience right now from Javier is insane. See, like right here, it just gets so awkward against Quan because he just keeps rebuilding bar. It keeps popping activated portals. Okay. 1-1, 1-1. This set was out of nowhere too, you gotta remember, so you would think the first set at least is a little bit of a warm-up because I think they both just got on and played. Quan Portal is crazy, man. It's why the matchup is just so weird to me. And why I prefer to fight against pretty much anyone other than Quan. Also, he's less common, so you get less matchup experience. That portal just be moving. Javier is being extremely patient. I feel like he missed a punish there. Good block. Cool. That was a nice TP cancel. That's going to be game 1. I mean, pretty standard in the matchup. Oh no, I forgot. See, I have no dog in this fight, man. I have no dog. My only allegiance is being a Scorpion player, okay? That's my only allegiance. What I'll say is Javier's playing pretty properly. The thing you want to do against Quan is just don't let yourself get frustrated. Your goals really should be are to hold block more than you think because Quan is just going to instant air tracking overhead teleport onto you all the time as soon as he gets the armor portal up. And if you can make Quan Chi burn through all of his meter, that's where he becomes pretty bad because his portals last a good amount of time with meter and like 0.5 seconds without it. It's one of the worst moves in the game not amplified and one of the better moves in the game amplified. It's extreme differences. And so having no way to mix with the Serena pick is just really tough. But she does allow full screen conversions with the kick. It's just hard to land those on Scorpion when he'll close the distance. Skipping ahead though, Sikander ends up pulling out Ermac, which is an interesting pick. I think Ermac is kind of slept on. A lot of you asked me in the comments for advice on this character. I know he's popular. He just needs some slight things and he could be one of the best characters in the game. Nice. Well defended by Javier there. And Javier's just really making the strike throw do damage with Farah. Just play it safe until you get Farah back. Good micro duck again. Sick does not let Scorpions get away with the stand 2. I am a little curious why Sick runs Serena in this matchup. I feel like you would want to use Janet or Scorpion cameos, but nice, big round again. You see, I mean, Javier's just super good. I mean, he was Final Kombat top 8, right? So he's gonna be amazing. Yeah, I mean, Javier's content with letting Sick be kind of worried about the mids and just take the throw damage when he can get it. Nice. Whew. That dash is crazy. Whew, the whiff punish, man. So beautiful with Ermac. The block. That's a punish. And you see, that's what separates Sikander from like a lot of other players. People hate low fair slide. And don't get me wrong, it's one of the strongest moves in the game, but being able to reliably punish a 10 frame like negative on block move is nuts. Yeah, Javier recognizes the biggest issue he'll have is kind of right in neutral, where Ermac outspaces his buttons. But also, Ermac is better, like, or pretty good in the air, so you can't just throw out back 3 at range. Man, the shimmies are wild. That whiff punish, man. Uh-oh. This is where it gets spooky, because now you're in the blender. Sikander does have break, though. Oh, we're just getting the spin. Oh, that was so dangerous. That's over. Man, Farah, back 3 into Farah. Oh, no, man. It's just like, I mean, Scorpion's strong. He's easily top 10. I'd say with Sikander's skill level, Ermac is probably the best built to deal with Scorpion out of Quan Chi, Ermac, and Raiden. The reason being is Sikander can reliably duck the stand 2, meaning there's kind of a neutral range where Ermac's buttons hit and Scorpion really can't unless he commits to back 3, which is definitely slow. So Scorpion needs to take extra space in order not to be countered. This leads to Ermac getting some opportunities though, because at that farther range, back 3 into either Farah option can be made to whiff by jumping. So Ermac being a decent character in the air and Scorpion kind of having to play in this uncomfortable range gives you a decent chance, but Javier really shows that just enforcing the throw combos is king. I will say it was one mistake from Sikander to lose the first round where he had to break. If he didn't have to spend all 3 bars there in the first round, this could have been much different. In the second round, it actually doesn't start that great for Sikander. I mean, he gets throw looped right away. I mean, Javier's just willing to risk getting micro ducked right here, and he's building massive amounts of damage. After that, though, you start to see why Sikander probably takes Serena instead of Janet Cage in the matchup, and that's to use Serena's just single glaive to check in neutral. It just interrupts Javier, and then he can close space if he needs to. It isn't a true combo. It looks like it on the first one. Javier just, I think, guesses wrong, but he really is doing it so that he has some way to stop Scorpion from just endlessly throwing out back 3 or a spear or any of his slower, farther range moves. In the third round, you really see what getting all that throw pressure early on is worth, because his mid is just opening Sikander up a bit, and then he can focus more on the mid usage in general. That way, Sikander doesn't feel as comfortable anymore trying to micro duck or neutral duck the stand 2. And overall, this round really goes down to back 3 into Farah. Okay, and then we got to see some Scorpion versus Raiden, which you don't see the matchup as much anymore, because Raiden just has a hard time taking advantage of the meta cameos. I think that's a little bit of an accident right there from Sikander. Oh, that's going to be big damage. An up block punish and Farah combos with Scorpion are nothing to laugh at. 28. Sikander's just trying to keep his turn. It's really nice. Oh, that's a ballsy grab. And again, we're going to see Farah come out. It really is Javier's game plan to get these throw combos going, because it opens up your mids. And again, look at this. He'll get Farah in time. It's absurd. Scorpion is so good right now. Oh, that's a great micro duck. Just guess wrong. It's really what's the big issue with Scorpion. I think Scorpion is a great character on his own, but he's not like super top tier. With Farah completes his kit like no other cameo can. That is kind of the strategy you want to use against Scorpion. Make sure you're in the air as much as possible if the opponent is doing a lot of back 3 on you. As well as try and jump over the low fair slide if it's being used at range a lot. Again, the presence of seeing Farah on screen is enough. But hey, we're 1-1? 1-1? These are the first time I'm hearing, or this is the first time I'm hearing all the voice actors in other languages. Man, it really is the way. You just get the throw damage. Back 3 being cancelable has changed the game. You get kind of free dash up throws because you're worried about back 3 coming out. That's crazy. That's so nuts. You definitely see Javier doing less of the vortex play you could do with Scorpion Farah. That's a great anti-air. Just solely because he's always depleted by going for the throw combos, but that's it. I mean, Scorpion Farah, it's kind of wild, huh? It's wild. So yeah, make sure to check out the set. Let me know if you want me to play against Sikander in the comments below. There's just a lot of beef going around in the community right now, and I think that's kind of beautiful. The DLC has got us all a little bit riled up, ready to get back and compete.